What is up, my absolute studs? How's it going today? You already know what we're getting into. You saw the video, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you clicked on it. Let's get into it. Every LEGO Lord of the Rings set ranked from prior to 2023. No Hobbit sets, no UCS sets. Let's go. Alright, first off, we probably have the best set on this list. Maybe. Probably. The Tower of Orthanc. What can I say? You guys know what tier it's going into. I know what tier it's going into. S tier. You have Treebeard, that expensive Saruman minifigure, Grima, the eagle, Gandalf, the orc with the white hand of Saruman on his shield and helmet. What more can you say? What more could you want from this set? And it's towering. I mean, it's one of the two towers, fittingly next to Barad-dûr on many people's shelves. And it just looks amazing. What a good set. And the interior, chef's kiss. But anyway, our next set, arguably a set that could have just come with the Tower of Orthanc, but I'm glad it didn't, because it gave a good option, good affordable option for people who aren't about to drop $200 in 2013 on the Tower of Orthanc. We're looking at the Wizard Battle. This set was awesome. It gave you a cheaper way to get Saruman the White. You get Gandalf the Grey. Both technically exclusive, because Gandalf doesn't have his cape and Saruman doesn't have his dress piece, making them both cheaper, exclusive ways to get these figures. And it comes with the Palantir with the Eye of Sauron on it. What more can you ask for? The only thing is, the build is a little skimpy. And I know it's a $10 set, so that's how it's supposed to be. But we could have done more here. It could have been bigger. You could have got more of the interior. Saruman's throne is cool, but due to it being so small, it's just going to have to go in B tier. Great set, though. Next, we have the Council of Elrond. This set was pretty good for its time, but comparing it to the Council in the modern-day Rivendell set blows this set out of the water. This set is basically just disregarded now because there's a much better version of this scene being depicted. Not to mention, this only comes with a few of the Council of Elrond chairs. Meanwhile, there were many chairs. Not even Rivendell gets all the chairs. And you only get 4 figures in this set. It was the original way to get Frodo Baggins and Elrond, not the Hobbit version. So it was good for some things like that. And you got Gimli. But overall, just not a stunning set. The build wasn't even that great. I mean, just an okay set. So honestly, this might be the worst set on the list. We're going to put it in C tier. Next up, we have the Battle at the Black Gate. I mean, pretty good set. I will say it does look a little awkward because the Black Gate is so small compared to the in-universe size. And the figures look a little goofy standing next to and on top of it. But you do get the eagle. It was a $60 set. The King Aragorn. That was a beautiful figure. First appearance of Gandalf the White. You get a cool orc. And you get the Mouth of Sauron, which was the only way to get this at the time. Obviously now you can get that in Barad-dûr, which is a great set, by the way. But needless to say, this set was pretty good for the time. Good figures. Only thing holding it back was kind of a lackluster build. But it was cool how you could combine 2 of these to make a bigger gate. That was a pretty cool feature. So I'm just going to put it in A tier. Alright, next up. I'd say an underrated set from this time. The Pirate Ship Ambush. This was kind of a niche set for them to have made at the time, especially being the original wave of Lord of the Rings. But I'm glad they did, because this set turned out excellent. It only got some appearance in the theatrical release of Return of the King, but the extended editions, it did make a good amount of on-screen appearance. So I'd say it was a valid set for them to have created. But the way they did this was perfect. They polish it off. The ship design looks amazing. Those sails are awesome. It looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean set, which is a good thing in my eyes. You get some orcs, you get one of the pirates, decent army builder, but most importantly, you get some of the best figures in the set, in the whole theme, the King of the Dead, and the 2 undead soldiers. Amazing set. $100 back in the day. Easy pickup. And nowadays, compared to other sets, it's not too expensive on the aftermarket. So, I mean, I think I'm gonna put it in S tier, honestly. I think this is an S tier set. Definitely behind Orthanc, but we're looking at those greatest sets. Alright, next up, going down to a lackluster set. Another $10 set, impulse buy at Target. It's valid for that. Gandalf arrives. We did get an updated version of this set in 2025 with the release of the Shire, which was an overpriced and kind of controversial set. But this original one had a lot of charm to it, and it was just a pretty good set, especially to get Frodo. You get a horse. I mean, that's pretty nice. And Gandalf. And I like his fireworks in the back that he shoots off, at the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring. So, nice little set. Can't say too much about it. I mean, I can't put it much higher than, honestly, C tier. Just kind of a lackluster set. And that's all it was trying to be. So, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's what it was. Next up, Shelob attacks. What can I say about this one? It's a great set. The Shelob build was pretty amazing and honestly still looks good to this day, even being from 13 years ago now. Great set, and usually I do not like string functions in Lego sets. I don't like tying them, it's lame, and I did not like it in this set. But it is pretty cool how you can wrap Frodo up in the web, which I think is an extremely unique play feature. And the rock build to the side is nothing to write home about, but it's a nice addition to an otherwise pretty good set. And you get Gollum. This was the original way to get Samwise. You couldn't get Sam in many other sets, and honestly, Sam might be the best. He's definitely the best Hobbit in Lord of the Rings, maybe one of the best characters. Hot take. So we're gonna honestly put this set in A tier. It's a good set. And all these sets are great. Honestly, I love them all, but gotta rank them. Alright, next up. Wow, what a beaut. What are we looking at here? Uruk-hai Army. Best army builder. One of the best army builders of all time for Lord of the Rings. It was $30, which pretty expensive back in the day, but I'd say it was worth it. 6 minifigures. A couple of them being exclusive, Éomer and the Rohan Soldier. Great figures. They look amazing. And they were exclusive to this set. And the wall build was awesome, how it can combine with Helm's Deep to make a greater Helm's Deep wall. And the Uruk-hai Ballista looked amazing. What a perfect set. And not to mention the 4 Uruk-hai it comes with their halberds and their shields and their armor. And the Uruk-hai with the hair. They all look amazing. What more can you say about this set? Perfect army builder. Best little set. Probably the best under $50 Lego Lord of the Rings set. I'm going to put this one in S tier. That could be a hot take, but I think everyone agrees this is a beloved set, and I think it's deserving of S tier. Alright, next up. The Attack on Weathertop. Good set. Came with 2 of the Nazgul riders. They come in and stab Frodo on Weathertop. It's a good scene. The build of this was a little awkward, how it opened up and had those rocks inside. It was a little weird, but overall on the top it looked nice. Not overly detailed, but not underly detailed either. Just a pretty good all-around set for $60 back in the day. Good play set. I'd say it's a nice entryway to the theme back in the day for fans. Good way to get Aragorn, and I believe it was Merry that you got in this set. This was the original way to get Merry, or maybe it was Pippin, but I think it was Merry. So, pretty good set. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in A tier. Alright, the Mines of Moria. What an epic set. For me personally, I didn't love this scene in the movie, and I don't love this Lego set. And for some reason, I usually am a fan of big figs, but the cave troll in this set, I don't know why, but I just don't love it. So, hot take, I'd say objectively it's a really good set, but this one never struck home for me. It was a great way to get a nice Boromir figure. That was probably the one upside, because love Boromir. How can you not love him? So, it was a pretty good set, and maybe it's deserving of A tier, but just for me personally, I'm gonna put it in B tier. So you can get your pitchforks out in the comments. But anyways, next up, the set we've all been waiting for. Maybe the best Lord of the Rings playset of all time, if you're not counting Orthanc as a playset. Helm's Deep. 8 minifigures. Horse. You get the epic castle. I mean, it's extremely accurate to what's depicted in the movies. You get a ladder, you get Uruk-hai, you get the exclusive Uruk-hai bomber, or, he lights the torch and blows up the wall. And, I mean, you get King Theoden, Aragorn, Gimli. You can have Aragorn throw Gimli onto the bridge. The interior is good. You get plenty of weapons, and sets $130 back in the day. One of the best Lego playsets of all time, in my opinion. So I'm going to put this one in S tier, above Pirate Ship, above Uruk-hai Army, which those sets pair extremely well. But I'm going to put it behind the Tower of Orthanc. Alright. Next up, and last up, the Orc Forge. This was a pretty solid set for the time. There was nothing great about this set, though. The build was okay, but honestly, it does show its age a little looking back. But you got some nice minifigures. You got a weird function with the orcs birthing pit. You got some pretty cool orcs. You did get the White Hand of Saruman shield and helmet in this set, which was otherwise exclusive to the Tower of Orthanc. So that was a very good reason to pick up this set. So honestly, lackluster build, pretty good figs, cool armor pieces. I'm just going to put it in B tier. So I don't think it's as good as these other sets, but it's a pretty good pickup. Alright, that's it guys. I'll see you in the next video. Lego Strider out.